Appreciate you.
This is a good place to be tonight.
Amen.
Some people is in the hospital, in prison, nursing home, and would love to be in church.
Amen.
Some will never ever be again.
Amen.
Some be where they're at the rest of their days, no matter how long it is.
Yes.
Ain't it good to be here?
Amen.
Praise the Lord.
Ain't it even better to know the Lord?
Amen.
Ain't it even better that He knows you?
Amen.
Amen.
I'm glad that He knows His people,
Yeah.
the world again,
Amen.
them that believe in Jesus.
Bless Him, Lord.
Tonight, my thought is on the blind man's dog. The blind man's dog. And if you have your Bible, I want you to turn to Matthew chapter 20 and verse 29. Matthew 20, verse 29. And as he departed from Jericho, a great multitude followed him. And behold, two blind men sitting by the wayside, when they heard that Jesus passed by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And the multitude rebuked them, because they should hold their peace. But they cried the more, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. And Jesus stood still and called them and said, What will you that I should do unto you? And they said unto him, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. And so Jesus set the compassion on them and touched their eyes, and immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him.
Amen.
Now, as I read this lesson, I thought these two blind men were sitting by the wayside. They heard that Jesus was coming by. When they heard that he was coming by, they hollered for him. They said, Lord, have mercy on us. And he said, What would you have me to do unto you? And they said that we might receive our sight. And now, they couldn't see him, but they believed. Three things here I've got. And one is belief. You've got to believe that he is the Christ before you can ever call upon him. Philip asked the eunuch out there, he said, Do thou believe? And he said, I believe that he is the Christ that you're telling me about in the book of Isaiah. He said, if thou believest, we've got to believe, church. Before you was ever born again, you had to believe that Jesus was the Christ.
Amen.
And a lot of people today don't believe in God. They don't believe in Jesus.
No, they don't.
And they don't have what you have here tonight.
Bless Him, Lord.
You've got the joy
Amen.
and the peace and the understanding. Come on with me now.
Amen.
If you believe and accept Him, you've got that in your heart. That's something that money can't buy. That's something that's not for sale. That's something that's offered to whosoever will.
Amen.
So we've got to believe in Him. Amen. And then they trusted. They trusted that He could heal them. They didn't believe and trust that He could heal them. They would just let Him go right on by, wasn't it?
Amen.
But they believed that they could get to Jesus to him then.
Amen.
They trusted that he would receive their sight and that they could see.
Yeah, come on.
And then when he touched them and they seen, boy, wasn't that a miracle right there?
Yeah.
Thirdly, they followed him.
Yes.
If we can't see, we can't follow.
Amen.
They followed him.
Yeah.
Oh, and tell you the story of the blind man's dog. I remember when I was a young boy, in my early teenage years, every Saturday was a day to go down here in Morristown. Walk up and down the street, you know, I guess look for girls and be a teenage boy, you know. And there'd be a preacher preaching on the railroad track. Somebody with me?
Amen.
And I'd go around on the other side. I wouldn't cross right in front of him. I'd go around on the other side.
Yeah.
But also, there'd be a man there that had a German Shepherd dog. Right? You remember that? And it had a leash on it, a stiff leash on it. And that blind man would come down the street, and that dog leading him, and he'd walk down that street as fast as anybody. And when he come to a step, that dog somehow or another would hold back a little bit, let that blind man know that there was a step down. And that blind man would step down. And that dog would take him on down Main Street here in Morristown. And he'd take him down to the red light. And that was amazing to me. How that dog figured out that red light. How that dog figured out how that man was blind. And he showed him how to step down a step down. But that red light was amazing. He'd come to the red light, and when that light would change, that dog would take him across. This brother's a witness and he remembered that. That dog would take him across that street. Well, what else was amazing? That dog knew where that man wanted him to go. Huh? Now that's a fact, church. I seen that. I experienced that. We don't see it a lot today. But back then, when Main Street was full of people, I experienced that. That blind man's dog would lead him. And church today, we have got a blind man's dog that leads us. We don't know where we're going, pal. Preacher, we don't know how to get there. We ain't never been. But we've got a lead. Come on with me now, church. We've got a leader that's leading us. When it comes to a step down, he will show us how to step down.
Yes.
When it comes to a crossroad, he'll show us how to get across safely.
Yes.
He's leading us, ain't he?
Amen.
Yeah.
Have you got the leader tonight?
Amen.
He said he would lead you and he would guide you into all truth, all righteousness.
Amen. Yeah.
If he ain't leading you and guiding you, you're probably on the wrong road.
Amen.
You don't know where you're going. You'll get lost. Amen. But if you're following the one that knows the way, now honey, he knows the way better than the blind man's dog does.
Yes.
Right? Come on with me. He'll never lead you wrong. He'll never take you down a detour. He'll never take you out in the country and drop you off. He'll lead you in the right direction. But we've got to trust him.
Yeah.
That blind man, he's got to put all his trust in that dog. Huh? He can't see. He's blind. His in that dog. Huh?
Yep.
Brother, our faith and our being, where everything is in Jesus Christ tonight.
Amen.
Amen.
He's leading us in the right.
Yes, he is.
He'll never take us wrong.
No, he won't.
We've got to believe. Amen. And Philip told the eunuch there, he said, do thou believe?
Right.
He said, I believe that he is the Christ.
Yes.
Philip baptized.
Yes, he did.
Oh, it's a simple thing tonight, church. Amen. A lot of people's got it hard. They've got it hard. But it ain't that hard. If you believe in your heart, confess with your mouth that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God. He said He'd bring salvation.
Yeah.
Salvation will lead us.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
I got salvation before I joined the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just takes me everywhere. And I find good born again people everywhere I go. Amen.
Bless the Lord. Yes.
Don't matter, pal, what church they belong to, as long as they're born. They have to be born again.
Have to be.
They have to have a new birth.
Yes.
They have to have this blind man's dog that's leading them.
Yeah.
The Bible said this world is full of darkness.
Amen. Yeah.
We can't see where we're going, preacher,
No, we can't.
without that,
Like that.
without that leader that's leading us and guiding us. And he'll get you across on the other side. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, praise.
I guess I tell this a lot. And I know my wife's here tonight, and she just started hearing me tell a lot of the same stories. And I think I stole this story here in time. But it kind of goes along with this message here tonight.
Bless the Lord.
You know, years ago, I'd come home at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'd be in revival up in Greenville somewhere, Kingsport, a long distance, get home late at night. And one night I come home, it's late, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Bless the Lord.
And I hadn't fed my old dog behind the house. I had an old dog, I kept tied up back there, a coon dog. And it was, I went to the back door, and I could see a light shining on the doghouse. I don't know if it's a light out the window or a street light, I don't know what it was now, but there was a light shining on the doghouse, and I could see the dog. So I got my dogs in, and I spotted out the doghouse, and I took off out the back door. But in the backyard there, I know there was an old metal lawn chair somewhere. I know there was one back there, but I couldn't see between the house and the doghouse. And the kids would move that old metal chair around everywhere.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I see the doghouse. I got my dog food, and I went running toward that doghouse. And I got about halfway there, and I flumped upside down over top of that dog, off the top of that orange chair. I skinned myself all to pieces. My dog food went one way. Probably if I hadn't been a preacher, I'd have cussed. But that goes to show you, there might be something between here and there. You might think you're all right. Huh? You might think you know where you're going, but you better have a clear path. You better be following that leader.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that leader knows if that old metal chair is sitting there or not. And he'll take you around that, won't he?
Yes, he will.
A lot would have failed
Uh-huh.
if I hadn't had the right kind of leader. Amen.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know him tonight.
Amen.
I'm glad he's leading me tonight. Amen. I'm glad he's the best friend. Huh?
Yeah, amen.
Is he your best friend? He's going to be even friendlier after a while. He's our best friend. He'll stick closer than a brother. He'll talk to you at midnight. Amen.
Amen.
I'm glad the blind man's daughter leads him right. He knows when the light's red. He knows when the light's green. We don't know, church. Huh? This whole world is dark. We don't know. But I'm glad I got a hold of one that does know.
Yes. Amen.
He's all right, ain't he? He's all right. The world has away with him. You know why the America's in the shape that it's in? Somebody mentioned that here last night. America's going to get great again. No, brother. When America gets great again is when we get back to where our forefathers was. We get prayer back in school. We get prayer back in our government office. We get God back in the middle of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We was one nation under God.
Yes.
But boy, what is it now?
Right. Bless the Lord.
It's not one nation under God no more. I'm glad there's a few. And there'll be a few when he comes back. Who was it? Said, those that are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord shall be changed in a moment, a twinkling of an eye. Count up to me with the Lord in the air. So shall we ever be with the Lord. There'll be a few here. Amen. When he comes back. But we fell a long ways away from him, ain't we? It's not God's fault.
No, it ain't.
Huh? No.
Same.
It's our fault, church. It's all of us' fault.
Yes.
We said, I can't do nothing about it. Huh?
Bless you, Lord.
We can stand for the Lord. I told somebody in the revival some time back. I started preaching 42 years ago. We just preached, see sinners saved, and the church uplifted. But now, we go in church, we're sitting there in fear of our lives. Huh?
Yeah.
Did you ever think that there'd come a time that we'd be sitting in a church house of fear for our lives?
Sure.
It ain't going to always be New York City. It ain't always going to be the big towns.
Right.
It's going to come to Morristown, Tennessee.
Yes, it will. Yes.
And you might be right in the middle of it.
Yes, sir.
Somebody's going to walk in and pull out a gun and bang, 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 bang.
Right, brother. Right.
Yes.
Yes. I tell this from my wife. She'll whoop me when I get home putting the dog. But this shooting going up interstate, you hear that on TV? Our cars have been shot into going up interstate. They can't figure out who's shooting into the cars. And she said, you know, Clifford, in 2 weeks, you got a revival up in Greenville. And you got to go right up that way. And she said, I'm staying home. I said, you want me to get killed by myself? She said, yeah. She said, I don't want to die with you.
I thought you were nice.
The church, God's going to leave us here till He's through. Huh?
Sir.
As long as we've got a job to do, God will take care of us, won't He? He'll protect us. Huh?
Amen. Yes, he will.
He's all right, church.
Yes, he is.
He's all right.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm glad that I know Him.
Amen.
I'm glad He knows me.
Yes.
If you're trying to do right, it ain't always easy. Somebody's got something bad to say about it.
Amen.
Huh? Says, woe unto the person, the man that everybody speaks of.
True.
Satan will try to put you down.
Amen.
He'll try to destroy
Amen.
you with somebody. Woman.
Amen.
If he do that, he'll laugh and go on.
Yeah.
Amen.
Already. Yeah.
That's all right.
Great, it's in.
That's all right, as long as you know that you've got God in your life.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, it is.
He's there, church. And you know what? This revival can be something really great.
Yes, it is.
It can be something really great. The brother said last night, it's not about me and him.
No.
It's not about Al, these other preachers. Huh?
That's
It's about him.
Yes.
it is.
He said, if I be lifted up,
Amen.
it's about him.
Amen.
He can make a change right here.
Amen.
Right?
Yes, he can.
A lot of churches, a lot of pastors, a lot of Christians is discouraged right now.
Amen.
Right?
Sure.
They're discouraged right now. They're living in a falling away time.
Oh. Oh.
But you know what? We can wake up Jesus.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
let him go to sleep. Amen. I preached that message some time back. He was in the boat,
Yes, he will.
but they let him go to sleep.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They said, it's trouble. It's a troublesome time. Go down there and wake him up.
Yeah. Right.
And if we wake him up, he'll calm the storm.
Yes. Yes, amen.
He's all right, ain't he?
Amen.
Yes, he is.
The blind